Okay, so this will be a short unboxing and first impressions video of the Fosi Audio ZD3. This is Fosi Audio's first fully balanced DAC. Okay, now let's open it up and see what's inside. Here's the instruction manual, and here's the unit itself. This unit has a screen and a digital volume knob. There's a USB-A to USB-B cable, a power adapter. This trigger cable allows you to attach the ZD3 to the ZA3. So when you turn on one unit, the other unit will turn on by itself. There's also a remote included with the play and pause buttons, volume up and down, and these buttons are for input switching. There's also a mute button and a brightness button for the screen, I believe. Here are the op amps. These are JRC 4580 op amps. The ZD3 by default uses an LME 49720 op amp. If you're interested in how op amps will change the sound, Fosi Audio has also made a live demo of the ZD3 using different op amps. Let's check out the inputs and outputs of the ZD3. It features one set of XLR outputs, one set of RCA outputs, and a coaxial input, and HDMI ARC in. If you don't know what this is, it allows you to transfer the audio signal from a TV to this DAC. When you use a TV remote to adjust the volume, it will directly adjust the volume of a ZD3. And there's a USB-B input and an optical input. And this is the Bluetooth antenna. And these are the trigger inputs to connect to a Fosi Audio amp. Oh, and there's also a bypass switch at the bottom. When this is on bypass, it will bypass the preamp inside the ZD3 and you won't be able to adjust the volume. When it's on off, you can adjust the volume here and use them to power powered monitors. The bypass feature basically allows you to connect it to another preamp. Okay, now that the power is connected, the ZD3 is actually very simple to operate. Turning the knob allows you to adjust the volume, and clicking it once allows you to scroll through the different input modes. Now it's on optical input, coaxial, HDMI, USB, and Bluetooth. When you use the remote, you can also turn the screen on and off, mute the ZD3, and play and skip tracks. Okay, so I have been listening to these two DACs for about 10 to 15 minutes. This is the Topping DX3 Pro Plus and the ZD3. I've used the RCA out of both of them to connect to my O2 headphone amplifier. And listening to the low masters on them, I think both of these DACs sound pretty similar. But the DX3 Pro Plus that uses an ES9038 DAC chip has more of that ESS treble shrill, while the ZD3 that uses the latest generation ES9039 has a more analog and dynamic sound. The differences are pretty slight. I'll be doing more comparison and listening on the full review, so stay tuned for the full review. I'll be mainly using the ZD3 with the 8010 Genelec monitors with the 7040A subwoofer. Let me know if you have any questions or anything you want me to test out in the full review. Would you be interested in comparing the ZD3 with other DACs I have through a live demo? Now I'll start testing out the ZD3 and come up with a review in a few weeks. If you're interested in the ZD3, I've also linked it in the description box below.